And the Pirates will kick it away first. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. To throw, it's back. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires one high and deep. He's got it at the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. In the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. He got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's back. Caught over the middle, it's Hardy. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. run, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. The Pirates are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They go to the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Concepcion.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game, 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. And the first drive ends with a pick. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Hoover. Pressure coming. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Oh, what a move. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, if they got the first down.
He's loose. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice.
Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now if this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Running to daylight from inside his 25. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Perry. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Raiola. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Receivers a lot of times walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man. That's how you get more balls thrown in the direction.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to get it out quick. You've got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the back. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful if you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback. That's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Looking to throw again. Fires deep toward the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you can tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
They'll throw it again from their own end zone. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few.
It's a running room. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Turning it on. The 20. Take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
South Carolina, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. He just didn't have it there.
Quickly to the tight end. Wide open spaces. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage.
There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Barber. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's caught. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The inside handoff. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Caught near the sticks. It's Barber. Touchdown Gamecocks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Hoover. Here's a heat. It's complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Howard. Turning on the Jets. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. And that one will give him the lead.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
And the Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. The ball squirts free. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, USC! And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
The throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! Fit it in the window for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching his defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run the RPO and turn right. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Grab near the sticks, it's Howard. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Hits a seam wide open. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man downfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Under fire. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead...
Got enough space, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'll be forcing it a little bit.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again.
You know, my old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to call that situation 3rd in California. Not a lot of plays that you can dial up on the play sheet for that type of down and distance. It makes it...
The Mustangs will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Hoover. Got a man. It's Howard. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in plays. So this can certainly open things up right away.
He's right out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Yeah, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Right on target this time. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Unloads it left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Extending the play. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Williams. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Williams. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Taylor. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Going to try to get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Bears the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Pirates will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Pirates are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Rushes on him. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Williams. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. He's moving out of the pocket. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A strike downfield. Touchdown Mustangs! and turn on the Jets. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Now facing a third and long. Might be calling a hot route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. Lets it fly. Makes the grab past the marker.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Throwing right. Got his man. They're in uncharted territory here. Finally in the red zone. It took the whole first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Pirates. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And they tacked on the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his 25. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
He's in open space downfield. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this offense.
There we go. Into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Hoover. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority of this football game. They did give up a score to this guy, but they know who the big weapon is. They know where the quarterback is going to be looking. So here in the second half, they're going to have a plan for him, and they did on that last one.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Howard. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Pirates moving quickly to the line.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just keep slinging it. Grab near the marker. It's Howard. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking down the middle. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Might be changing the route. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time just short of the first down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Williams. And he's still running after the move. Oh, out of space.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Williams. He's loose. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
East Carolina, 14.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third down, going up top. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
East Carolina.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. And he throws another interception. His LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Its first time out of the half. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Dances away. Finding open areas. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They make the stop, but not before the change move, and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Here comes the heat. He's got his man. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catches it, big fella.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Jenkins. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker.
Touchdown, ECU! A great catch and run for 6.
Hey, Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets it to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Quick toss to the right. Oh, and he knocks it out of the way, and he's running free. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job on the defense.
They reached into the bag of tricks on third down, and it did not work.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Throws to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the one. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. That's what you've seen the emphasis.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Green. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Fires to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
First and 10, they're down to the 25. Gonna run it. It's Richard. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Takes it from the gun on third down. They get to him as he throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. On the run, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. Holds it in, the first down and more. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And on fourth down, you rely on your quarterback to find a way to improvise, and he did there.
Doesn't always have to be the perfect play call, does it? On a critical down distance like that, fourth down, you just know my guy's a better athlete than any of your guys, and he's going to go find us a way to get this first.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with third and goal from the 3. To the air, it's Crowder. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
This is a really big play for both teams. Fourth and goal from the 2. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're able to find a tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And he picks it off in their end zone. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
That is the easiest pick you will ever have in your life. You talk about a pick 6, all he returned it, made people miss. Nope. Nice play in the end zone to catch the football, get the pick, put 6 points on the board for this defense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Touchdown! Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Pulls it and fires to the left. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. The RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
This kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Direct snap. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Davis. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
When you run it up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. He breaks a tackle. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Davis. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Complete on 3rd down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Back has it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They get Get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They're on it, and they get it back. interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a split backfield. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Quickly to the tight end. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
And that's a really good job on this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
The shot that clears come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Get it out on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space. And he says, I got this, I'll do the rest. Gets the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davis. They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Past the 45. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat. They give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Pressure coming. And the Wildcat is turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. The Pirates have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, those comeback routes can be tough to cover defensively, but nice job staying in the receiver's hip pocket, knocking that ball down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got his man downfield. Hits him with a stiff arm. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Carolina 7, East Carolina 0.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, shot to clear.
And you got to love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
East Carolina 0.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Jenkins. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move, and the Wildcat formation pays off. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Dances away to buy time. The sure hands, it's Jenkins. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Pulls and throws out the RPO. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second.
It's a running room. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the wildcat. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Quick completion to the right. Bulldozes his way through. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purple Pirates!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Raiola. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on! They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the shots and clears are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The shot to clears are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of the deep ones.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep.
Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the shot that clears will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
That's really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Shows him the stiff arm.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The shot that clears are at the line, looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, better look out! Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
You kind of thought that situation, QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Fighting off the defender. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the shot to clears are flying down the field. Running behind that left side. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get them.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Makes the quick grab. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got here to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock. Give them the underneath stuff.
Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a... And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Skips away from pressure. Turning on the Jets. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Complete out of the backfield. They might go back to that one in the big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Offense changing the play. Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. It's caught. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Pirates want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make the first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. Wide open spaces. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. The toss to the outside. Fouls through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him down to this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. They'll run the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening throw.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going for it all. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. And the Pirates are threatening on 1st and goal. They're working that left side. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a miss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, ECU! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside the 25. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team, Neil. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Rides to back and leaves it. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Wilson to pass. He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Florida! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Gators sending the offense back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for guys.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Cameron. Inside the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Working at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Quick pass on the fly motion. Creates a little space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Gators are rolling down the field. The give on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You can tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Wilson will throw. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The run from the shotgun. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Gators! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Pirates with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Hoover. Working that wide receiver screen. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes! Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. The pull and throw off the RPO. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon in every single team.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap, looking to scramble. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Off the RPO, going to right, looking for the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver. Whatever.
To the ground with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He'll run it again. Oh, he's got some space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Back has it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? When you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw.
Hey, you can hear me on my YouTube now? I muted. I see that. Let me see if that works. You can hear it now. Alright. Man, bruh. That's a tough pill to swallow. Oh, wait. Yeah, I lost. Damn. Straight nervous, though, bruh. Straight nervous though. 12,000 coins. I'd take it though, man. Fuck. If I want to buy a quarterback so bad, but it's like I got an 82 overall quarterback for free. Like, but it's like, bro, sometimes he just be doing the dumbest throws. Like, he just overthrows shit that be wide open or underthrow it. Like, and I don't even be like on a run, like throwing it off my back foot. Like, I be throwing shit, like his foot be set, bro. He just, and he got 80s. Besides his deep accuracy is 78. Like, he should be able to make throws. It might be his, cause a lot of shit go by. They got like different releases. So his release might be one of the worst ones or something. That's why you be seeing a lot of people with Bryce Underwood. His release trash. They be overthrowing him all the time. The person with the best release is Carson Beck. He got like release 1. It's like the best in the game. Man, bro. I want a new quarterback and a new running back. I think I had a mic. I don't know what happened to him. I must have sold him or something. I had to put him right here because I sold Lawrence Taylor. Oh, that boy cheating. Should I buy some shit out the store? Should I rip over some packs or what? Fresh face combo pack. I don't want no B&B players. I don't want none of that shit. I want some shit I can sell. Contains 81,000. Hell no. For 180 plus and 179. Let's say rare or better. Uncommon or better, rare or better. I'm not paying no 81,000. Not for no 80. All these hoes trash. 80. They ain't got no 83 plus. Contains 2 8. I don't want no B&D. It's so 465,000. The fuck? Team? What the fuck is a team? Contains 2 name of the game fantasy packs and 4 name of the game tokens. I don't want that shit. Fuck, I'm gonna pay for some tokens for when I can earn them bitches. Who gonna pay 84,000 for 180 plus overall? Like, what? Niggas ain't finna risk their coins on that shit and pull some trash. A 10% at 85 plus. Like, come on, bro. Y'all trying to rob people. Y'all trying to rob people, bro. 5% chance out of 86. Like, bro, y'all gotta be shitting me. Niggas ain't spending their coins on that shit. I'm saving my coins for the overall increase. That bitch gonna go to, we finna be getting 88 overall cards. I want a quarterback, bro. What they got? Oh, this Drew Aller card, bro. He got the best release in the game. And he only 110K. Alright, bet. Price only 150 now. Shoot all at 123. Really damn near close to getting shiny.